Greetings. Okay. It's Monday afternoon, and I've already been to Kitchener and back. And discovered many things. That I will be able to do and won't be able to do. Discovered a different way to come home. Don't know if it's a better one or not a better one, but whatever. All sorts of things. First of all, the room. I wanted it set up a certain way, and I left instructions for the custodian to change it around, but it wasn't set up that way. So I got in touch with the custodian. I actually went to the room, and he was there having his lunch, and he explained to me why it wouldn't work, why the desk had to be here, and why one thing and another. It's because, the desk has to be connected to computer outlets. So there are basically two spots where it can go, but not far away in the middle of the other part of the room where I wanted it. There's no computer connection there, as well as no electrical connection there, and so on and so forth. It is an old school, right? You can't have everything. So this wouldn't work, that wouldn't work for these reasons. However, the table that I wanted, which was there before, was gone, and I want that back, and he's going to get that back. So that's one thing that came out of it. So I have to go back and set up this wall. I have to go back and put up my flag. I have to go back and put up my map. So those three things can be done. I'm going to try and co-opt my husband. Get him to help me with that. I don't know if it'll work. He's volunteered for something. And then we can check out which way is better to go. Because the construction that was supposed to be done by September obviously isn't done as yet. But it's, I don't know. My husband says the way that I went was longer in terms of distance, further distance, but I think it's shorter in terms of time. The other way, he says, is more direct, but it's a stoplight type of stop sign and stoplight, heavy in that sense. So probably takes longer, but is more direct. The other way is further, but is faster. You have to figure out which one you want. Yeah, that's it. So those things all got dealt with. It's my room anyway. I can do whatever I want. I can not change things that are not changeable. But whatever, I will survive. I will survive. Came home, had lunch. You just saw me finishing my last few nuts. Heidi is out there in a corner all the way over here. Can you see? Yeah, that's what it looks like. Very clear picture here. And I can see him up there. My son was discussing with me today about how, because of dietary problems, what he wasn't fed properly when he was younger, he didn't grow properly, and so that's why he doesn't walk properly. A tortoise should be able to walk all the time up on his legs and not be constantly on his shell like Heidi is. Heidi occasionally goes up on all the legs, but very rarely, which is probably because he doesn't have a strong enough bones in his legs, or I don't know. Anyway, my son was talking about hydrotherapy. Yeah, we could do some hydrotherapy with him and get him back up to, full strength and all that. But, my son said later on in the discussion, if he's doing all right this way, 50 years, I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if it's worth the aggravation. Me and for poor Heidi. I imagine someone who has the time probably would do it. I would love to do it. But how important is it for him, for me? I don't know. To get him, walking a certain way. Does that impact him? Does he care? I really don't know. We'd have to get him a bigger pool and somehow find out how to do the hydrotherapy, because the picture that my son showed me of someone doing hydrotherapy with a smaller tortoise, I could do that, but he's bigger and he could probably get out of that situation, and I don't know if it would work with him. We'd have to get something bigger for him too. I think we're gonna let it go. Anyway, no hydrotherapy for Heidi. I don't think so. He would find it very frustrating. Okay, I'm gonna go for a walk and then I'm gonna get to work.